And now, it's time for Poetic Moments with Keith Middleton.
I know something good about you. Wouldn't this old world be better if the folks we meet would say, I know something good about you, and treat you just that way? And wouldn't it be fine and dandy if each hand clasp, fond and true, carried with it this assurance, I know something good about you? And wouldn't life be lots more happy if the good that's in us all were the only thing about us that folks bothered to recall? And wouldn't life be lots more happy if we praised the good we see? For there's such a lot of goodness in the worst of both you and me. And wouldn't it be nice to practice that fine way of thinking too? You know something good about me, and I know something good about you. Sincerely yours, Keith Middleton. All to myself. All to myself I find the way back to each golden yesterday, faring in fancy until I stand, clasping your ready, friendly hand. The picture seems half true, half dream, and I keep its color and its gleam all to myself. All to myself I hum again fragments of some old-time refrain, something that comes at fancy's choice, and I hear the cadence of your voice. Sometimes 'tis dim, sometimes 'tis clear, but I keep the music that I hear all to myself. And all to myself, my love, do you count all the memories softly too? Summer and autumn, winter and spring, the hopes we cherish and everything. They course my veins as a draught divine, and I keep them holy, solely mine, all to myself. And all to myself I think of you. I think of the things we used to do. Think of the things we used to say. Think of each happy bygone day. And sometimes I sigh, and sometimes I smile. But I keep each olden, golden while all to myself. Sincerely yours, Keith Middleton. Watch yourself go by. Just stand aside and watch yourself go by. Think of yourself as he instead of I. Note closely, as in other men you note, the baggy-kneed trousers and the seedy coat. Pick flaws. Find fault. Forget the man as you, and strive to make your estimate ring true. Confront yourself and look you in the eye. Just stand aside and watch yourself go by. Interpret all the motives, just as though you looked on one whose aims you did not know. Let undisguised contempt surge through you when you see you shirk, O commonest of men. Despise your cowardice. Condemn whate'er you note of falseness in you anywhere. Defend not one defect that shames your eye. Just stand aside and watch yourself go by. And then with eyes unveiled to what you loathe, to sins that with sweet charity you'd clothe, back to your self-walled tenement you'll go, with tolerance for all who dwell below. The faults other will dwarf and shrink. Love's chain will grow by mighty link. He, as substitute I, watched yourself go by. Sincerely yours, Keith Middleton.